இன்னைக்கு பார்க்க போறது வந்து resume review. Hello and welcome back. இன்னைக்கு பார்க்க போறது வந்து resume review. For this particular resume, it starts off with the email, LinkedIn, phone number. What I would love for you to do is write below your name, phone number, email ID, LinkedIn. That's the way I would look at it, one by one in the order. உங்களோட phone number வந்து it says it doesn't have any area code or anything of that nature. It looks like a US number. First வந்து இது US number India number எனக்கு தெரியல. Although the resume looks from India, but you want to give a little bit of clarity அங்க. In terms of the formatting of the resume, the format looks decent. First thing is you've put in education. உங்களோட education வந்து it can go right to the bottom. Doesn't matter. You don't need to put your education right on top. Employers don't hire for education. I don't think so. All right. An employer should not be hiring for education. An employer should be hiring for the talent and the potential what a person has. Degree has certain relevance, but your resume is not actually graded based on your educational credentials. At least most of the people whom I know, they don't do that. Right. So, and executive summary is something what you need to have. Executive summary la, oh wow. So in the resume is very interesting. First project வந்து Bitcoin price tracking system. First collect the data set REST API to collect historic Bitcoin prices. Very interesting, okay? We build a model on LTSM RNN algorithm to predict the values of Bitcoin on a daily basis. நீங்க வந்து கண்டிப்பா you have to tell me whether you were able to track the pricing on Bitcoin because of how the volatility and the twists and turns what Bitcoin takes is very, very interesting. Anyways, that's besides the point. But உங்களோட project வந்து it's pretty good. Then you have learning management system. Then you have internship. Okay, overall வந்து you have a good sense of preparing a resume, right? Where I think you should make some changes and I think it will really help. உங்களோட name வந்து கொஞ்சம் reduce பண்ணுங்க. When I look at your resume, when I'm reviewing resumes, right, I will give you from my perspective and recruiter's perspective. When they are reviewing a resume, they want ease reading a resume. Ease of reading a resume na, your name should not stand out bold and that there's one line. I'm trying to find out உங்களோட resume ல LinkedIn handle எங்க இருக்கு, email ID எங்க இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி. There is like a one line which separates the two. Why don't you just put it out in 3 different lines? Email ID, phone number, LinkedIn. Phone number, email ID, LinkedIn. Something like that. Okay. Education goes to the end. Projects, you can make the size a little smaller. Bitcoin pricing system. Okay. You're saying January 24 to February 24. Who did you work for? Who was your employer? What is the location what you work? What is the role what you did? That would be nice. Your role and responsibilities. All right. The description of the projects what you have given are fairly good. Again, similarly, when you write for learning management system, who's the employer whom you work for? What is the location what you work? What's the role and responsibility what you played? That would definitely make a lot more sense. The key is one other thing. In your projects, in Bitcoin tracking system, what is the impact what you created? Because you worked on this particular project, you were able to predict the pricing of Bitcoin as a result of which traders got X percentage of growth. What is the impact what you created is what you need to write. What is your key achievement or impact? அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு last bullet இருக்கணும். After all the bullets, towards the end, you should say impact or what is your key achievement on that particular project. In the next project again, you have employer missing, location missing, role and responsibility missing. In fact, in the next one, internship, you have mentioned who's the employer. Who did you do the internship with? Overall, my internship at Street Tech Industries was a transformational experience, provided a comprehensive understanding of decisive role model automation. Throughout my office, I've been directly how Street Tech's innovative order. So, what you're writing here is about the company where you interned. What you need to write about, நீங்க என்ன எழுதணும்னா அதுல, what did you learn? You can put those as 10 different bullets or 5 different bullets. What are the things what you learned and what was the impact what you created for the employer who provided that opportunity? So if you do not have உங்களுக்கு வேற எந்த experience இல்ல internship மட்டும் தான் experience இருக்குன்னா, that is what employers are going to look for because that's your real experience, all right? It's not about the certification of the internship or anything like that. அது வந்து definitely that's not what they're looking for, all right? Certifications, technical skills have to go right on top below the executive summary. So here is what it is. You have worked on so many different projects and you've mentioned so many different technologies. நிறைய டெக்னாலஜிஸ்ல வேலை பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. பட் உங்களோட டெக்னிக்கல் ஸ்கில்ஸ்ல வந்து you have mentioned content writing, MSR. So அதுல வந்து you should mention languages, tools, packages, whatever, right? Middleware, this, that. You should classify what are the different kinds of softwares what you worked on. One of the things is நீங்க வந்து software level வேலை செஞ்சிருக்கீங்கன்னா I don't know where is your GitHub handle. I don't see that as well. But that's about this resume.